Follow up to the video that I just posted about bleaching knots. This is the piece that I bleached. This was the Wigshi piece that was gifted to me a few months back. I had finally gotten around to doing the few things that I wanted to do to it to see how I could customize it a little bit. So I bleached the knots. I ended up leaving the bleach on about 6.5, 7 minutes. I probably could have left it longer, but because the knots were already lightly bleached, I was afraid to compromise the knots even more. So I left them on for only that short period of time. It did lift them a little bit, which I'm happy about. Let me show you. It's definitely better. I will still probably need to put a little bit of makeup on it. That's okay. You know, they're the things that we have to do sometimes with wigs to make them feel like ours and to feel comfortable. But I also wear my hair like that, so you really don't see them at all, because this part of the crown was really great. The knots were great. It was just the front hairline that needed that little bit of bleach. So I did that, and they're much better. The other thing I wanted to do, if you recall when I first did this review, the color in between the highlights was super strawberry blonde, and I did not love that color. I wanted to change the color, but I'm not a stylist and I'm not great with color theory. So I didn't want to use hair color. So what I normally do, and I've done this in videos before, is I use the color depositing conditioner. The one that I'm partial to is Celeb Luxury. I really like it. I've always had really great results with it. And this time is no different. I think it came out great. I think it's super cool and it's very different. I was trying to decide between colors. Was I going to do a copper? Did I want to do like a fun color? I ended up using graphite, which was not at all what I had planned. But I put it in throughout. What ended up happening is it took the strawberry blonde out. If you hear heavy breathing, it is my dog. I am sorry. I cannot help it. He's a heavy breather. But it took all the strawberry blonde red out, which was great. And it made it this really pretty, like chestnutty, like light chestnut color. And then anywhere there was highlights, it gave it this really cool gray silver color. And then the tips and throughout stayed a little platinum, which I thought was really cool. So the deal with this is that eventually this color will fade a little bit and it'll kind of look more like this lighter color at the bottom, which I think will be really pretty. But what I love is the dimension that it gave me. If you look here, you can see there's so much dimension. It's almost like salt and pepper hair, which if I had bio hair, chances are at my age, I'd have salt and pepper hair. But it came out really well. So put the color depositing conditioner in, left it in for a few minutes, rinsed it out. I had bleached the knots, washed the hair. Still really impressed. So this is the second piece that Wigshi had gifted to me, and I had talked about in my review that there is huge improvement from the initial piece, and I still stand by that. There is definitely improvement. Washed it, you know, put the color in it. It's still a treatment, you know, still has color. Bleached the knots, washed it, heat styled it, and it is incredibly soft still. It took a curl really nice. And it feels good. Let's do an ear tuck, because everyone always wants to know, can you ear tuck? Yes, you can ear tuck. And I would probably take it down. But yeah, so, you know, it is definitely an improvement from the first one. And it took the color and the bleach really great. I think it came out pretty cool and fun. I'll put some stills in because I got a picture where you can really see the dimension. Well, you can see it there. You can really see the dimension. But yeah, overall, I think it was a success. And now it's a fun colored piece. Definitely darker than I'm used to, but it's fun.